Why do we continue to suffer, even after years of spiritual seeking? Why does peace seem so close, and yet somehow remain out of reach? These are not new questions. Long before us, seekers came to Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharshi with the same doubts, the same fears, and the same longing for freedom. And his answer was astonishingly simple. He said that the self is not something that needs to be attained. It is not hidden somewhere in the future. It is not waiting at the end of a long spiritual journey. It is not reserved for saints or sages. The self is what you already are. It is your natural state. It is present, right now. And because it is ever present, it can never truly be lost. If peace seems absent, it is only because attention has become absorbed in thoughts. Imagine the sun hidden behind clouds. The clouds come and go, but the sun remains unchanged. Likewise, thoughts arise and disappear. Emotions come and go. Experiences constantly change. But the awareness that knows all these changes remains the same. That awareness is your true nature. Bhagwan often compared the self to a cinema screen. Upon the screen, countless pictures appear. Scenes of happiness, scenes of sorrow, scenes of success and failure, scenes of birth and death. Yet the screen itself remains untouched. The pictures come and go, but the screen remains. In the same way, awareness remains untouched by everything that appears within the mind. Thoughts appear, memories appear, sensations appear, dreams appear, the body itself appears. But that which knows all these appearances remains unchanged. And that unchanging awareness is what Bhagwan called the self. From childhood until now, many things have changed. The body has changed. Your beliefs have changed. Your opinions have changed. People have entered your life and left. Circumstances have changed again and again. Yet one thing has remained constant. The simple sense that you exist. The feeling, I am. Before saying, I am happy, or I am sad, before saying, I am successful, or I am spiritual, there is first the simple awareness, I am. Bhagwan directed seekers towards this pure feeling of existence, not as an idea, not as a philosophy, but as direct experience. The mind seeks complicated answers. It seeks techniques and methods. It wants extraordinary experiences. But truth itself is wonderfully simple. So simple that we often overlook it. Then what is ignorance? Bhagwan said that ignorance is nothing more than the I thought, the false belief that we are merely the body and mind. From this one mistaken assumption, countless problems arise. We say, I'm anxious, I'm unhappy, I'm afraid, I'm incomplete. But who exactly is this I? Have we ever investigated it? Or have we simply assumed that we know who we are? Imagine a king dreaming that he is a beggar. In his dream, he suffers. He feels poor. He feels lonely. He searches desperately for food. But when he wakes up, he discovers that he never truly became a beggar. He remained a king all along. His suffering existed only because of mistaken identity. According to Bhagwan, our suffering arises in exactly the same way. We mistake ourselves for what we are not. We identify with the body. We identify with thoughts. We identify with emotions. And gradually, we forget our true nature. People often ask, how can I destroy ignorance? Bhagwan's answer was surprising.
He said, "Ignorance does not really exist. How can you destroy something that has no independent existence? Darkness has no substance of its own. It is merely the absence of light. When the sun rises, darkness does not go somewhere else. It simply disappears. Likewise, when self-awareness shines, ignorance vanishes naturally. There is no battle. There is no enemy. Truth alone remains." Then how are we to realize this truth? Bhagwan prescribed a direct path: self-enquiry. Whenever a thought arises, do not follow it. Instead ask, to whom has this thought occurred? The answer will come naturally. To me. Then ask, who am I? Not intellectually, not seeking words, but quietly, deeply, who is this me? Who experiences happiness? Who experiences sorrow? Who is afraid? Who seeks liberation? Follow this sense of I back to its source, and there the mind begins to become quiet. Not because thoughts are being forced away, but because attention is returning home. Like a river returning to the ocean, the mind naturally finds rest in its source. Bhagwan said, "The mind turned outward becomes the world. The mind turned inward becomes the self." How simple these words are, and yet how profound. The world teaches us to become something, to achieve, to acquire, to improve. But Bhagwan points in a completely different direction. He says, be still. Know who you are. You do not need to become the self. You are already that. You do not need to create peace. Peace is your nature. You do not need to manufacture happiness. Happiness is revealed when false identification ends. Nothing new needs to be added. Only the unreal needs to be seen for what it is. The ocean remains the ocean even when a wave imagines itself to be separate. Likewise, you remain the self even while believing yourself to be merely a person. And perhaps this is the extraordinary beauty of Bhagwan's teaching. It removes burden. It removes struggle. It removes the endless effort to become someone. And instead, it whispers gently, be as you are, right now, not tomorrow, not after enlightenment, not after perfection, now. Remain with the simple feeling, I am, without adding anything, without imagining anything, without trying to become anything. Just remain. Thoughts may come, let them come. Thoughts may go, let them go. Emotions may arise, allow them. Experiences may change, let them change. But remain as the silent awareness in which all things appear. That awareness is not separate from you. It is you. It has always been you. And it will always remain, because what you seek is what you are, and what you are has never been absent. Be still, be at peace, and simply be as you are.
Perhaps the mind asks, if I am already the self, why do I not experience it continuously? Bhagavan would ask in return, who is it that says, I do not experience the self? Can the self be something separate from you? Can it be an object to be gained? Or is it the very awareness by which all experiences are known? Everything that appears eventually disappears. Thoughts come and go. Emotions come and go. Pleasure comes and goes. Pain comes and goes. but that which knows these changes remains unchanged. Awareness itself does not come and go. It is always present. People are often afraid of silence. They imagine silence to be emptiness, but Bhagavan taught that silence is fullness. Silence is not the absence of life. Silence is the source from which life emerges. Before every thought, there is silence. After every thought, there is silence. And between two thoughts, there is silence. Observe carefully. Thoughts appear on their own. Did you invite them? Did you create them? Or did they simply arise? And when they disappear, where do they go? Like clouds drifting across the sky, thoughts come and go, but the sky remains untouched by everything that appears within it. The problem is not thoughts. The problem is identification. We believe ourselves to be the thinker. We claim ownership over every thought, and thus suffering begins. Bhagavan taught that the mind itself is only a bundle of thoughts, and at the root of all thoughts lies the I thought. If this root is examined, the entire tree loses its strength. Therefore, whenever thoughts arise, ask quietly, to whom has this thought occurred? The answer will come, to me. Then ask, who am I? Remain there. Do not seek a verbal answer. Do not search through memory. Simply remain with the feeling of I. Gradually, the mind becomes quiet, not because thoughts are forced away, but because attention is returning to its source. Like a river returning to the ocean, the mind finds peace in its origin. And Bhagavan said that this peace is your natural state. It does not have to be created. It only has to be recognized. Look at deep sleep. In deep sleep, there are no possessions, no worries, no ambitions, no fears. Yet everyone says, I slept peacefully. Who experienced that peace? The mind was absent, yet you remained. Your true nature remained. The peace that exists in deep sleep is present even now. Only thoughts distract attention from it. Therefore, do not struggle. Do not force the mind. Do not seek extraordinary experiences. Simply return again and again to the silent feeling I am. Because what you seek is not far away. It is closer than breath, closer than thought, closer than the mind itself. It is what you are. It has always been what you are, and it will forever remain what you are. Be as you are.